Typical. In the meantime, what are they doing? Removing the bottles with Photoshop. Guessing if there's was my thigh off situation there. They're very busy being stupid all the time. Merriman. But I'm conscious. What am I doing? I put it to job. I went to the lady son decided to kill herself. Es un asco, una basura. Apart from that, there are men, they're so disgusting and not worthy of my love or attention ever. Esa tipa es una puerca, una asquerosidad. Cogerlos de reír, burlarse de mí, robarme mi dinero, meterse en mi casa sin mi permiso. Es un asco y ellos se lo permiten. They fund our terrorism. That's why I never pursue this. Ew, they think it's funny. They're so gross. Ew. What else? I just found out this church. Some people get stuck on Guadalupe Church. That's where the hotties are. 10 people are watching one. It's like this. JK. What else is near this? So let me show you a picture that I took in 2016. And what I posted this one. I've been in San Antonio officially since 2016. O se cree que yo vivo por ese nene cumplí los 21 años para violarlo como él. They're disgusting. Ew, what they do falls into pedophilia because they steal my money so I can't date. So they're ingesting semen from babies while violating my dating rights and my human rights. So imagine knowing that grossness has been sucking your dick as a baby and you grow up to like it and you're disappointed. Like, oh, but you really believe that? Nangungasco. What else? Anyways, you can decapitate it in 17 instances. Without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money. I suffer from amnesia, so my dad had already warned me that I most likely would have added to Facebook people I'm secretly. What else? That's all. And I don't need to move with Edgar again and have free food and free housing like they want to try to force me. Okay, then that will take away from people talking about them stealing from me. They're always trying to talk about Papa with more Papa. They're so rude. They're like, wow, if you go back with Edgar, then people stops talking about stealing from you. We'll continue stealing from you. Edgar can give you money for food. You can join the Air Force again at 40 something years old, no? You can do it all over again. Aprovecha el tiempo todavía, aprovecha el tiempo todavía. Go and date with acres and years of money. And then they stalk those people and ruin. Those people sometimes do what they are so disgusting to watch. They force people to go back with the husband just for the finances. Hey, get the kids. They become miserable. One of the kids ends up in juvie. You're welcome. One of the kids ends up in juvie, sadly, just temporarily. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna kill both my parents. And before I liked him. Que acaba de cometer comida, que después tengo que llamar a la policía. Tu prima Graciela está violando a mi nuevo novio y él está como que me nuevo novio. Si tú antes solamente tenías a mi papá, y yo sé que no eres cuero, que puedes ser poliamorous, pero no estés jodiendo la vida, que si con tu nuevo novio, eso no es tu nuevo novio, si tu prima Graciela te lo está violando. Yo te voy a matar por estar haciéndome pasar vergüenzas. De que instead of having a lovely dinner, no me importa que tengas novio, dejo de estar hablándome de tu primo Graciela, de tu primo el otro, que te viola a la gente. I'm a love baby, I'm not a rape baby, so I'd rather cut you both open if you start ruining my life for me. And it will end up in juvie sometimes, getting rehab. Porque es like, ¿qué carajo es esto? ¿Qué basura de gente? I used to have a perfect life. And now my mom, after we get separated, my dad, they're like, no sex. My mom is on the couch. My dad sometimes on the couch. They're alternating. Financially stable. My mom says she is. Like, seriously, bitch, was sleeping on the couch? For the kids to stick together? Ew, 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 ew. So then comes the next divorce. More money to fight for this time around. The actual property that they own that wasn't included in the first divorce paperwork. This time around, she was still homeless. Porque él le congeló las cuentas. Porque tenía gente jodiéndole la vida. Y él dijo, whatever, yo le voy a joder las cuentas, le voy a freeze las cuentas para que no se pueda llevar el dinero. Porque la manda a volver conmigo. Ya los nenes están grandes y teníamos tremendo matrimonio donde ella dormía en el couch y a veces yo dormía en el couch. I want more of that. Ew. So I purposely don't talk to anyone that I grew up around so that they don't try to be like, se miraron en los ojos. ¡Wow! El próximo group chat que el desnúdate con el nene y dale el amor al hijo ahí, porque de la manera que la miran. Todavía no he conocido a la nena, so no puedo opinar acerca de la nena, pero esto es una vergüenza. Que ustedes se quieran tan, oh, that's how they speak. They're so gross. they start hurting people and they start using the word, esto es una vergüenza de que ustedes se quieran tanto. Ew, 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 ew. Dan un asco. They're disgusting. I don't ever want them near my life. I don't ever want them near me. Ew, ew, ew. In the meantime, I'm still just kidding. I never have a bad day. What else? What else? I never wish mal onto people. Only the people that steal from me get no mercy when you stop me. I hope Kayla Martin's kidneys stop working right away. What? What else? Porque I'm trying to get financial stability and she was stalking me at Nordstrom, trying to ruin my mental health so that I will make it financially, so that I die, or so that I let myself get raped by el Anthony Capizano ese, or so that I legally prostitute myself, or so that I return to live back with my parents, give both my kids, and then Caitlin Barnes, so she's a terrible mother, guys, fucking dead. They live for that shit still? Ew. Dango asco. They're disgusting. In the meantime, let's give me money today. I missed it, I missed money. I missed it. Coffee came close. So I purposely missed out on Berenice because Alex was sitting there asking me, gives you all your money. So now you're like the gold candle lady. But I think like once in my life, in my early teens, possibly, like I either walked a lot or dehydrated myself. Possibly that first time. All that too. Like I was fucking myself the other day that I squirted so much that I became dehydrated. I even got shaky. I've never got it in my life. What else? I'm like, where's the shit? I'm like, oh, ew. Oh, that's squirt, but I cleaned it out. What else? What else? I'm bored. I am bored. The bus will be here in 20 minutes. I have to sleep. I'm tired. You can come to run the steals for me so I feel like standing the bus. What else? I'm bored. I was 15 minutes today. You can copy the other twice. The steals from me. The receive money has raped me. Made me give up on people being good to me. And they have people stalk me. So those people that I haven't met just yet, maybe around me, ready to try to rape me or drug me and take me to him for him to rape me. So I've had to choose celibacy for the most part, so that I don't get drugged and raped by someone that he may have stalked me and that I actually find attractive. So a lot of that was like all that furniture, while living with a girl in base housing that I didn't like. Wanted to be in my own home with Jaden and soon Kaylani. What else? I can definitely be disposed. You can take out everyone that steals from me that stays in my homes without my permission. That steals my vehicles and gets in the way of receiving money that's drugged me and or raped me. They wanted to show me the videos. That's why Jimmy and Dalitis tried to lure me in. I remember she being gross, so I specifically asked her for her parents' phone number because she's worse than a little kid of how girl she is. She's disgusting, so gross. So she's like, here, call me, here's my number. I'm like, no, para que me esté enseñando video de ella y Andrew mamándole la vagina en mi casa que me roban, en mi vehículo que me roban, con dinero que me roban, tratando de que yo me mate. Dan un asco. They want to be the hot guy, hot girl on Tinder. Suarez Lorenzo power. The Suarez Lorenzo power. They think there's family rivalry. They're so gross. They're disgusting. You can take out with Sarah Francis. You can take out with Marilis Echeverria Gonzalez that said to me, one name, that's it. So I may have like even said to everyone, he's like, you're not gonna go out and meet people. Like, I want to win of the death penalty of those people that steal. They don't stop stealing. It's worth a shot. And I've never gone without when I was with him, or a little bit after. It was just also so much emotional abuse on behalf of my siblings. That gets so bad. They're trying to rape me, so they scream at me. So they've never been sibling like. And the 18 and Gailani. What else? I'm bored. I am bored. I miss you. So, anyways, seeking the death penalty for Sarah Francis, her mother, her father, Misty Francis. I'm seeking the death penalty for them. Asco, they move into my home without my permission. They steal my vehicles. They steal my money. They get in the way. Where's their money? They're playing while the girlfriend is away, or while the wife is away, or the owner of the house is away. Pero they know that he steals from me. They know that he's inflicting starvation onto me, and they like it. They're like, we're better. They're very disrespectful. They're very rude. They're very disgusting. Ew. They're so gross. Ew. You can decapitate me. And so sons that rape me. They steal my money. They get in the way of your same money. I think their names are Andrew, Alex, Asura, Leach, Albert, Anthony Capisano is possibly 9 years younger than me. Don't Cuero Pisano. And possibly hires illegal prostitutes with the money that he steals from me. Or still Mama Yolanda in that home. Didn't he and I paint together? That's why she sent them to Corazon de Center. She had to get painting of hers. Y entonces hacemos una casa nueva y ahí me vamos la tota, bam, chica, wow. Ese tipo no acuerdo que lo sé. What else? I'm bored. Yeah, and they're so gross. They're like whoever is in immediate proximity to them. Ellos van y se la mama y se la. To maintain a quota. So they kill just to maintain a quota. They don't have sex. They rape, they murder, they steal to maintain a quota. Like literally, they compare like how many people they've had sex with in numbers versus the other one. Like it's prideful. I've had sex with just one person in life. And the coronavirus. And I'm polyamorous. What else? Eso es otro chiste de una bully en mi behind the scenes. ¿Por qué no me avisaste? Porque they have a script. I've heard that they want to follow in posts that I will show what makes them look like they think to people that they're me. They just want to be me. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Anyways, the bus will be here like in 13 minutes. Anyways, I don't want anyone to laugh at me that I don't live here with Jenny Coloni. And I don't go on to find out if you want to buy any units or rented any units for people that steal from me. Porque that's why he tries to lure me in through Gigi Gendalides, through Marilis Gonzalez Soto that rapes my crushes. To tell me, well, you and I are together, y todo tu dinero le compré un apartamento ahí a alguien. Wow. They're disgusting. They disrespect my pronouns. He possibly mocked Gloria Lisa before her death and said, no pudiste mudar sola. Nunca. Ese tipo un puerco. El Andrew said he killed her to be fashion her. Porque she shouldn't be giving advice if her home is smaller than la Iglesia Católica en Aguada. Un puerco, and he's trying to kill me because I won't ever take him on a date. Because it's like that sleepover has to be like in a place that I feel like so fancy. So he's a bigot, so disgusting. Y él se cree que porque él se invitó a un sleepover conmigo que I'm gonna make it happen. I don't read minds and I don't succumb to manipulation, abuse, or disrespect. If he wanted to stay with me, he could have asked what I had to work with. Pero que he was already like, wow, my dad takes me on the dates with girls that have the entire building. I can't ever get a chance. Like I'm being hosted by girls that have a butler telling me I'm your personal butler here. What else? So he's trafficked me into poverty, starvation, waiting for the sleepover of his dreams. That butler doesn't kill him. To kill himself, as I've heard. Some of those people are empathetic. They're like, she doesn't seek me, I don't seek her. But I've heard they say that they wish that they could have that butler kill him in self-defense. What else? Forget that one bedroom apartment that I'm in right now I have my own restroom now, as if I haven't lived alone already. So it follows progression of whatever the fuck is in your head and is porn. Full without taking into consideration my leggings look on Facebook. Even he possibly talked to people about it and said, no, man, I'm already gonna traffic her. So she has a leggings face. I already had them like around 7 too. They had lace towards the bottom. Some were bike short and possibly sooner too. And later on too. What else? I'm bored. Thank you, Andrew Suarez, for trafficking people into my life that they know I have several looks and that I didn't even show them on Facebook. So that's why I don't talk to them, because they stalk me to find out what's in my closet so that he pays her more. And they feel used, I've heard. They're like, no fair. Now I'm like, yeah. That hoe has more looks than what is on Facebook. When she was with me at dinner, she wore a dress like this. She wore her pants like that. She wore a skirt like this. She wore a jacket like that. I feel used. I thought I was gonna get to marry. Now we're like comparing. Thank you. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Which ones? Left cankles. Who is gifting me money today? You can decapitate Berenice Venegas, you can decapitate Benjamin Suarez on assistance, rape me, that's my money, they get in the way, receive money, that's my vehicles, that's my home. Are there relatives saying like, oh wow, like really? Like I supported the penalty for those people, but it's but it was something that you would give to the church. So at least you listen to them without you killing yourself and also laughing like, really? Berenice said that to you? Really? Carolina Chavez said that to you privately? I made that decision in 2007 to seek the death penalty for the people that steal from me and get in the way of mercy. When I joined Facebook, specifically, I remember that. I remember seeing Jennifer Vasquez's picture around 2008 with some of Benjamin Suarez's sons that raped me, that steal my money and steal my vehicles, that get in the way of mercy and money. Jennifer Vasquez has raped me. I'm like, if I don't document this way, I won't remember. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Jennifer Marie Vasquez has jerked me and has raped me while jerked. Twice, I think. And una puerca asquerosa, she stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money. I had at least 4 BMWs when I was 19 in 1999. Then I didn't drive any of them, while she drove at least one of them, and I paid for at least one of them myself. Porque ella es la que se lo mama Andrew. In agradecimiento, porque she does at least get what is it, marijuana, and makes that blunt puff out of her vagina. That's her talent. And because I don't smoke weed, he wants to kill me. Porque I just need to support everything from there. I don't like caviar reason. They're disgusting. Literally, that's how he speaks about her. He's like, yo, in your amnesia, now she's sending me pictures of her ass without the blood on it. Trying to get rid of the hoe and now receive pictures from her. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate Nidia Vasquez. Is that why her dad killed her? So alcohol is impossible. You can decapitate Nidia Vasquez. You can decapitate Fernando Vasquez. If he stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of mercy, money, steals my money. I may need to see thousands of people get the death penalty. Hundreds of them are in my family or more. Dozens of them have been around my children. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? More. When does this go here? Gosh. I had like a really rough day today. I don't feel good. I would have Order room service for myself. That's not uncommon for me just because I did post it on Facebook. That's what's so laughable. I don't go on to say, ¿verdad, Berenice? I eat restaurants more than once a day, more than twice a week. And it is on Facebook. Right, Sarah, that I buy coffee and I don't complain about the price of it. Right, Eric, that was so good. What else? 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 I'm bored. Right, David, I need money for lingerie. And for vagina, I don't care. It's like I want to keep it healthy. And I got myself tested for HIV. For HIV. Right away-ish. I think in 2017, 2018. I'm like, ew, these some girls were horribles. David, me da un asco. Though that I've done that even with a girl, like, I just think of how clean that penis is, but occasionally if the doctor says, do you want it? I'm like, sure, I'll take it. To include it with a visit. And I love spreading my legs for people to go in it. Not to a doctor though. That's not the same experience. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Ooh. In the meantime, Gigi Gendalitis won. Andrew's dick decades ago, Gigi Gendalitis won. Albert's dick decades ago, Gigi Gendalitis won. What was that? Literally, I don't ever think about that. Esa tipa peor que velo con STD. Es peor que si tuviera caca over el pene. Saber que él está con esa basura es como saber que él tiene caca en el pene. Y él se cree que yo me pongo celosa de ella, que yo quiero ser ella. Que mientras más ella lo tiene, más yo lo quiero. Que las suyas de sus manos. Is that record me mocking her decades ago when she tried to kill me on 9/11/21? I make fun of that at least once every few decades, apparently, when I need to talk to the police. Que si las huellas de sus manos están all over him. Él se baña todos los días, I'm assuming. Eso no se queda impregnated anyways. He's just a hoe that just seeks availability and not being a fulfilled person to have sex with. So he goes to the unfulfilled and says, sure, why not? He said, sure, why not, all the way. Es un asco. And then he tries to traffic me into doing the drug lord thing, hoping that I turn into Tecata like him so we can match. Because it's so much easier if I turn into a rapist, murderer, and thief, so that he doesn't have to have headaches with people saying that I'm missuited to shoes, and no one else in my family abortion for the most part, but some people are. My parents gave me great education. So no, Albert, if you're listening to this, to people watching too, like this post, you kill Gloria Mirza, and I'm not gonna run to your arms and be like, baby, thank you, porque tú eres un cuero que los dos puercos surran. You don't understand really. Marry me so that he, after my death, becomes mayor. Awesome. There's so girls. Ese tipo de un cuerpo es una basura, una casa. Se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me lo van a pedir, me lo van a dinero. to rape me in 2017, 2020. Second, I'm going to talk to people. He group chats about me. Or I'll find out something about him. He doesn't exist to me. My dad warned him decades ago. I think my dad even mocked him and did that thing with crossing his legs. It's like, let me show you cuando ya vea a Albert, cuando ya vea a Wally. Y hace, papi, mira este. Contigo ya no hace así. No, maybe si tú fueras hombre y lo vieras eso por ahí. Maybe as a quickie. Porque you're not that feo. Pero don't go ruining your chances of seeing her one day por ahí y having casual sex with her. They think they're irresistible. I think otherwise. That was my parents talk about it like Lemon Moscow. There is super stars. They live like I'm never gonna change, I'm never gonna do that. They're beggars of sex, beggars of food. And they're beggars. Yo no I'm a victim of that. They're the ones always atrás, por favor, mámamelo. Por favor, mámamela.
Hello.
No me dejes. They think that dating is for los americanos. Que usan birth control. Estos sí son serios. Estos sí se respetan. Porque those her parents know how to get a lawyer and sue her. Or they know how to call the cops. You can look up the young right? If he thinks that my home take all my permission, steals my money, gets in the way of everything. Steals my vehicles, drug me and rape me on purpose. Does drug me with the purpose of people raping me for him to laugh at me. On breakfast, they're on there, so cute. Steals my money, gets a lawyer, and steals my vehicles as it goes and legal prosecutor trials. What else? I don't need to talk to her. They're private at all. Those people that want to rape me, they're like, oh, friggin' Hollywood too. They have Cameron Washington as well. And make sure that Lee shows up tomorrow at 4 p.m. to talk to us so we can have her here returning on social media. Right, Brittany, right, Brittany. Porque then they showed toda la vida que Arlene no pudo tener con Wanda, pero con Albert. En fotos, ay, con Alex, no sale bro. Está Arlene una puerca. She's like, not only I'm pretending to be with Andrew, ya me los clavé a todos los hermanos y because they're not men. Puerca, asquerosa, puerca, puta. Si te pudiera cortar la lengua ahora mismo y darte de sangre muerta por ahí, lo haría. Yeah. I want Arlene Jean to kill herself today. What else? I'm bored. I just did it. Was kidding. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel abundantly before I do this. I'm gonna do who's been with all of them? Literally likes. Oh, I know that. It started with the dick. This is why we steal your money so you can have us. Kill yourself right now. And the illegal hookers are like, and some of them are relatives. This is why we steal your money. So you can't be with them. Cool. They're disgusting. Whatever happened to that marriage between Andrew and Alex Fisher? I was forced into that. They had daughter your son by parents, sure. And the three of them enter my bedroom right there. They're never married now. Well, or was that one on there? I can't tell. They possibly went on marry more people with a white t-shirt on that day. And then want to call it was a polyamorous wedding or married to Arlene. ¿Sabes que yo estoy casada con Arlene? Pues nena, en distintos cuartos, porque él se casó con estos tres. Y yo me casé con estos dos. Y estamos todas casadas. With the ones and ten. They're simultaneous. Mis sons going on everything. Y no están casados uno con el otro. Not in that way. Not in tú te quedas en mi casa y me roban. Y yo nunca entro y te robo tus tostones. They don't see the difference. They think they're, oh yeah, I don't need to obey the law. I keep on the job. They're creepy to the to me, they're not existent, that I won't see them to kill them ideally. Like maybe more one day I'll just kill Brittany or something self-defense. Can she say online I'm Arlene to kill herself without her going to jail? No. Porque yo ni la conocía en ese. And I don't befriend them. They thought they heard her like, oh yeah, we're on Andrew's dick. Hey honey, if she befriends us, then we'll try to tear her into a legal hooker. So the cops take her away. Oh yeah, we'll blame her for something. Oh yeah. What else? What else? So I can say on social media that I'm sick of living under Arlene Jean. I'm sick of living under Brittany Anderson. They didn't want Brittany Anderson to kill herself today. They didn't want Arlene Jean to kill herself today. They didn't want Sarah. They didn't want to kill Sarah. So what is the best thing to kill herself too? What's in us next? Grocery barbecue juice. It's the both. That's definitely cleanliness and ambience. Safe. Rice. What else? Lorenzo to burn herself alive today. That would be like a good slave to watch. Maybe I don't read Lorenzo burning herself alive. I want to like you also to kill yourself today. So drive diligently to my home so that diligently would steal my vehicles to walk me that I don't have, and she does. Oh yeah. Tag team on a duo of illegal prostitution in Tulawala. They steal from someone's daughter and son. Don't partake in sex together. Have you seen those videos? Do they stop me that they go around and say, mira esto chico, parece que se lo están gajeando allí. Abrazándole y abrazando el ánimo, ni que fuera una orgía. Entonces, Lorenzo. Ni que estuviera una orgía. Mira cómo ella lo abraza y lo besa. Mira cómo ella lo abraza y lo besa. Mira cómo él la abraza a ella y la besa. Mira cómo ella la abraza a ella y la besa a ella. Mira cómo ella lo abraza a él. Yo tengo todos los videos de esto. What else? More. Oh, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I feel like literally bed all sleep for myself. Last year was how exhausted I feel without vacation to those people that invented into me makers and anyone that ever wrote it for the most part. Don't worry, finish the same be like CNN could be like still Facebook has 3.something billion active users, so say the planet with the resolution. For people that don't consider themselves having neighbors. So sorry. Type in www.facebook.com/games. I do a couple all the time. American Eagle sometimes. Those are so fun things. Anyways, which one's Moga? So if they want to walk me, why don't you kill themselves? Serious. Anyways, it's a close to the show. Anyways, what a great husband they have, no? Do they go around and introduce him as their husband? And he's helping me stick to that particular basis so easy. Sé que esta persona no me gustó, se está tratando de meter en mi vida y it was a one night stroke. Encina, por favor. Y yo, to my parents' home. It's the next one. Stay to the front. We're ready. I gotta get out of the field. I will show up to my parents' house. This is the friend that I introduced to your home last night, and I had sex with very honest photos. Thank you. Y ahora no se quiere. Y ahora no se quiere. Like, ¿por dónde empiezo? Matándolo a él y a ella también. El tipo es un cuero, he steals my money so I can date. Y luego va poniendo su pene por todos lados. And one of them might be crying and say, I practiced so in Maria for 30 years. I've heard one of the rappers may have done that. Wow. She's gonna take her so far. She's gonna miss me. And she's gonna run into me. And because he was so terrible, so gross. And he didn't initiate. What waiting for her to show up. Then there was the one that said it may not have been celibate, it may have been like without illegal prostitutes. It may have not even been celibate at all. Eso no es un hombre, nena. Eso no es un hombre. A man just goes for what he wants and that's it. What else? Say it for what's. What else? They're disgusting. Ew. Que el día que él saca a Arlene Lorenzo a bailar es como si fuera que te caga en el bebé. No quiero eso. Nunca vayas a decir que yo no puedo hacerlos. Envidia. Yo que estoy aquí maquinando. Si me pongo ese traje Chanel, se lo invito a comer aquí, se le cocino esto, se lo llevo acá. Entonces voy a ser mejor que ella y él me va a recordar a mí. Ella tranza así, da un asco. Y así que ellos son cuero, asquerosos, son basura. Una asquerosidad, they're deplorable. I want you to that lady so decided to kill herself today. I don't want to be talking about her. Ella se pensaba que yo tenía screenshots con amigas bloggers diciéndome like, no, but like, that's so genius. It's because she's a better woman than Arlene. That's why she does that. Oh yeah, we hate Jeannie. Oh, esa tipa tan cuero. That her dad can't kill herself. They're disgusting. They're so gross. They get in the way of my life just to be better than me. There's no such thing. And I'm still better than them at how deplorable they are. What else? What else? They're disgusting. What else? I'm bored. What else? Oh, I want electricity in my apartment. What else? Anyways, congratulations to, is it Andrew Suarez? Ivor Suarez, Alex Suarez, 9 years younger than me too. El Anthony Cabezano ese, Andre Ramirez, to Arlene Jean, to Brittany Akerson, to Jeannie Denaliris Suarez, to Sarah Francis. Who else? Dan las cosas que se maten todos. No se pueden matar, tomar el culo y ir together. Ew, they're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. You can decapitate Berlin Jean, you can decapitate Bernie Akers, you can decapitate Citizen David Suarez. You can decapitate Javier Suarez and his sons that raped me. That's the only money I get in the way of receive money. They want me to say that I've been raped so many times that I'll remove myself from wanting to date. They're disgusting. They're so gross. They want to turn me into I'll never love again. No, guys, it's okay. I don't need any money. You can steal that all from me. Tell me about that time that you were all in Vegas without me because I don't want to be with you. And you steal my money from me. They think we're besties because they think about me possibly as much as they brush their teeth. Ellos pensaban que Iker y yo no nos pasaban hablando de ello. It was over dinner. ¿Y qué tú crees que estoy haciendo? Por la cama. ¿Eso qué tú crees que estoy haciendo? Ando mamando las tetas de alegre. Y ayer salieron a mi Lorenzo. Y te salieron a Feliciano. Ew. Yeah. Hi. Hi. What else? You can decapitate the salieron a Feliciano. You can decapitate the Suarez. You can decapitate the salieron a Lorenzo. You can decapitate Andres. Que me roban vehículos. It's in the way where you're saving money. Once to traffic me into my parents' home, para entonces violarme allí y tener la chillera. Que so much fun. So hacen bonfire en la playa, todos lo maman y se hacen el amor. Mientras está yo limpiando la casa, sufriendo, que no tiene con quién salir en cita. Él se roba mi dinero. Él da un asco porque his life is so boring. Que his hookups, que do drugs with him and steal and make a murder at the beach at those bonfires. ¿Quién carajo? Si yo no le pedí a él estar en mi vida nunca. El tipo codependent as fuck. So girls trying to kill one. So that why is it in his life? Y él es el que es codependent. Fool. I never think about him. He's disgusting. He's so gross. They're deplorable. They're so gross. Ew. These are relatives of my parents that steal from me, that try to rape me. That think that I'll never love again. That think that I'll give up my children. Ahora que en el público toda la gente sabe que soy mujer violada. I am not worthy of my children. Ellos quieren ganar a la mala, those people that I grew up around. En que yo me mate o que yo sufra. Si se vieran lo basura que son. So son tan basura que I'm not even gonna go on to remind them of it. I'm not wasting my time like that. In the meantime, I want to order a key for my apartment. I don't have money. I stitched out right there so pretty. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo. It wants footage of my apartment being dirty for her to be on top of it today on Irish Union. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate and the disturbance of soldiers. You can decapitate our soldiers. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez. You can decapitate Miss Lorenzo. That tried to rape me when I was 14. You can decapitate Rosoto that tried to rape me when I was 15. You can decapitate Maria Serrano. You can decapitate the sons that raped me. That's the only money I got away with. So that I look like a slob to people, so I can't date. So my children hate me, so I can't be with my children. So that I look back to my customers from embroidery one day. Well, when I start selling my embroidery on social media again, or on what is that? On my website, Arlene Lorenzo Art, they'll be telling people, look at this girl. Her apartment was full of roaches, and she said, don't buy from her, buy from me. Tú lo que tienes es un monopolio. Tú lo que tienes. Those cool. Yeah, I must have other zeros. I don't ever want that near me. What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I just killed the roach. You can decapitate one of us. You can decapitate horse. I make them light. And smart. And I don't let Joanna Vargas rate me, so every one is like, how do I kill her? So that Joanna's how we suck it. Oh, yeah. What else? They're disgusting. They're so gross. They're mattress sniffers. They're panty sniffers. Anyways, when I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people ideally polyamorous men. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And plan to list some embroidery and or paintings for me to sell. What do I know? I have a right to do that. What else? What else? You can decapitate Liam Baker, con puerco basura. That tried to rape me, that tried to take me hostage into a home for he and I. For then later bring Joanna Vargas to say, baby, rape Arlene, yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Porque that's why he's like, quick, you're gonna be homeless, I'll get you. And they're mad. They're like, pero ¿por qué no te mudaste con Liam Baker? Is what they want to say privately. Because they think that if they say it privately, it is illegal. What else? What else? What else? What else? So they want to say, pero es que no, porque mira, nosotras íbamos a ir a la casa y violarte allí. ¿Por qué no aceptaste la invitación de Liam? These are people of a good adult age. 14 kids already. So girls, they want me to try to get to a homeless shelter that is possibly full at the moment, so I would need money for me to be in a hotel. They want me on the streets. Those people that I grew up around. To where I can't communicate with Jenny Kalani because now that I'm introduced them to Jenny Kalani, they think that Jenny Kalani are going to be thinking about that. They're like, well, what about my mother? Well, that's because it's Joanna's fault. What else? What else? What else? I'm turning on the hotspot on my phone. Or disgusting. Or disgusting. Because they want a reason. Think that if it's a relative that they're not being offensive. So para burlarse de la gente in general, que gente in general see there who cause poverty onto people, they're gross. Because they want to find people that will let themselves get raped. They go on creating chaos, da asco. Esa tipa never got to know me as a sibling. Espero asquerosa trying to rape me. She's after dating Cindy Lonnie's generational wealth. Let me see, I'm missing on. Anyways, I'm talking to FBI, disposed, NATO, Interpol, Security. The Justice Department of the United States. I'm cleaning my apartment on the 25th when my food sounds good. Hopefully I don't feel sick. Ugh, where did it go? There. That's John. And if not, just like that, just like that, just like that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? What else? 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 I purposely miss behind the scenes tú lo que quieres comer bien. Así cualquiera con vida de rico o de rica. Esa gente que I grew up around le molesta hasta que una se tira un peo porque they want to rape one. Ese Andrew baboso asqueroso has classmates that is supposedly drug me and raped me that think that I'm their queen and that I love them and I always think about them and their kids that they had after as if I stalked their Facebook page too. And I can tell you, if I type this name, there pops up, mira el nene tan lindo que tuvo esa muchacha. My siblings, my mama la crica specifically at the females y los cuero a los males. And they all think that they're close with me because they're always in contact with my siblings. Dan un asco, dan un asco. Anyways, I'm going to the library tomorrow. Where else? What else? What else? What else? To the library. I'm heading tomorrow. They think that I'll give up my kids. Or that I'll stop dating, that I'll stop putting myself on Tinder when I'm financially stable. After you've seen this. But okay, I already posted on facebook.com/AirBlueSky the screenshots of the people that steal from me, that get in the way of your money, that get jealous of me. They think that I'm gonna start crying and get jealous of them over what they have. Nothing. They're that disgusting stealing from me. To me, they're coquino, hacen nada, son basura, asquerosidad. Que se quedan en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roban mi dinero, me roban mi vehículo, se get in the way of me receiving money. To me, they don't have any life and they don't have anything that I would envy, not even my property. They think that at any point Facebook is just gonna delete the screenshots and say, sorry guys, I know that you are married to Mark Zuckerberg. You waited this, Arlene is over there and yo. I'm talking meta in all of this. They're so dumb. To my understanding, Mark Zuckerberg lobbied as if Puerto Rico is a tercermundista country, even though it isn't. Because there's people there that behave tercermundista. They're so gross. They're deplorable. They're so gross. So those people, they think that because even they exchange trust with Mr. Zuckerberg, that they're married to him and that they can behave on Facebook however the fuck they want and bully people, harass people, kill people if they want to. What else? I want pizza tomorrow and I want Terminix to visit and I want someone to clean my apartment ASAP. ASAP. Tired, I'm bored. In the meantime, Chaos Cola, Ginny and that ladies. Cindy Lorenzo Suarez trying to grab my vagina and check the wetness of it through the screen. Yeah, ¿vieron eso? The post that I posted from messages that I received. She even went on to give me her phone number. Guys, what was gonna be the first post? From first message from her over the phone. No publiques mi nombre públicamente en Facebook. You can decapitate me and the ladies under Suarez that steals from me, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, rapes my crushes, he confessed to raping Richie and Jorge decades ago. She said that due to her stealing from me, staying in my homes without my permission, getting in the way of me receiving money, it's so easy for her to rape my crushes. My crushes aren't worth pursuing because they're just literally looking for someone que le abra la pata, like anyone. So they're like, I'm just here with the best friend, a little prostitute, whatever this girl that is. As long as she's clean and she doesn't give me A's and open her legs, I find her funny and disgusting. At the same time, porque no madura, porque no es mujer, but she's just available, aggressive as fuck. Tratando de matar a Arlene, so scary que se me para el pene. Anyways, I think I just got raped by Jimmy and the ladies on Suarez and I called it the best friend. That's usually how that goes. So I don't go on to find that in writing either because I'm not Jorge's or Richie Hill's babysitter ever. I'm bored. I'm exhausted. I need a vacation. What else? I'm bored. I am bored. What else? Tired. Anyways, I plan to clean my apartment if I'm not sick on the 25th. You can decapitate everyone that's trying to traffic Jaden Kaylani out of my life forever. You can decapitate everyone that's trying to traffic me into my dad's home, to rape me there, to have Jaden Kaylani separated from me, to do the mistress and mistress apart with Andrew Suarez en la playita, gente con la ola. Posiblemente separando a Jaden and or Kaylani y esa gente en la playita con la ola. ¡Wow! 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 I can't believe that Kaylani has it finally! Yeah! It's a pretty girl stand! Yeah! It's what they do. They're disgusting. They're animals. Ew. What else? I don't want to be talking about them anymore. I know that due to margin of error, I need to bring it up several times. Well, I tagged the FBI, who informally decades ago I heard that may even be using these videos to prosecute the people that steal from me, get in the way of me, receive money, steal my homes, and steal my vehicles. So I don't have to be inconvenienced tomorrow. I mean, like, by the way, I felt trauma now in my apartment. I'm hungry. And out of food. And what did you eat? What are you wearing? Chanel shoes. Lovely. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else do you want to know? Oh, there's a reason why the judge sits side by side next to people, giving them sometimes a chance to rehabilitate themselves if they haven't and if they aren't like admissible for death penalty right away. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So what else do you want to know? No, I don't want to be here at 6 a.m. tomorrow to watch that video of Albert mamando las tetas y diciendo a Liria, mi baby, que me roban. What else? No, I didn't think about him or her that day. That's what's laughable about it. I took that as a semi-loss, as in I'm not gonna fight for my property by directing my words towards them ever. They're imposible. They're disgusting. They're lelo pan con queso. Can't touch this, and I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And what they're doing is raping, stealing, and murdering. They're disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. Oh no. Now I have to watch Andrew Corbin bailando a Jimmy Lily en su cuarto cuando ella tenía 13 años. Y él me robó mi dinero para yo date him. Y quizá me violó unos días prior in my bedroom without me inviting him into my bedroom. They have history together. Oof, I've heard they have history together. Videos, cartitas de amor, birthday pictures together, birthday cards since they were babies. Babies. Forget they want to fake it for the people that they think are miserable. for them to try to get them to kill themselves. So they're terrorists. They live for the photo op, and they're like, we're gonna show it to girls and say, guys, you can't have this. Yeah, 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 un amor como el de nosotros, que no conocemos desde que ella era bebecita. Ya viola a Arlene cuando la drogamos, sin Arlene consentir a que la droguemos y la violemos. Y ella se le queda en la casa de Arlene sin permiso de Arlene y me hace el amor allí. Y ella le roba el carro y se lleva a la playa. Un amor como el que tenemos nosotros no lo va a tener nadie. Porque eso es una estupidez. Le he dicho for decades. It's like, nene, tú que eres una estupidez. Esa tipa es una puerca, una estupidez. They're disgusting. You can decapitate Liam Baker that tried to traffic me into a home with him for him. Well, I have Jaden and Kaylani with me for him to invite the ladies to the hot tub to rape me. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Anyways, tomorrow I'm heading over to the library. I plan to clean my apartment possibly on the 25th because that's when my food stamps get deposited. If I don't receive money before then. What else? In the meantime, you can decapitate Benjamin's daughters and sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, that steal my vehicles, that steal my homes, that are trying to rape me con esa asquerosidad de Jamie, cuero asquerosa that was stalking me in Nordstrom. Edgar's military orders were predictable for years already. I posted on social media I would be in San Antonio. They're disgusting. They're so gross. You can decapitate David Ledesma that raped me in 2017, 2018, 2019. They want to be the hot girl on Tinder. So they kill for that title. They're so disgusting. Ew. You can decapitate la Keisha. Esta es una puerca, una asquerosa. You can decapitate Joey Muñoz Carrero. You can decapitate Samuel Muñoz Carrero. You can decapitate Samuel Muñoz Morales. You can decapitate Ana Luz Carrero. You can decapitate Igor Muñoz Carrero that steals from me and steals from Jaden, steals from Kehlani. What else? You can decapitate Matthew and Michaela if after they turn into adults, steal from me, stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles, and get in the way of me receiving money. What else? You can decapitate Jandel Malave if he stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money, pays people legally to misrepresent me, tells girls on, what is it? On birth control. So easy. What else? You can decapitate stalker. You can decapitate all of these disgustingness that stay in my homes without my permission, steal my vehicles, get in the way of me receiving money, and steal my money. They're disgusting. What else? I'm bored. And I missed you. Money. I missed you. Money. I had at least 4 BMWs by the age of 19 in 1999 that I didn't get to drive. All those hookers drove the vehicle mientras mi mamá y Andrea. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ella grabó, most likely, wants to show me that. I don't want to see it. I think they're laughable. I think they're disgusting. No, para mí son basura. So I wouldn't want to go on to see some shit about people that I have no interest in whatsoever. People people that I never think about, people that don't contribute to my life ever. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. To say, what else do I need to say? What else? I want coffee. So there's no coffee. I finally learned the schedule. There's no coffee possibly at Guadalupe Shrine Church if they serve food there tomorrow. Because I heard someone the other day and I had started to realize that they serve actual sack lunches on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then they serve sit down meals on Thursdays and Fridays. And they won't be serving a meal. This I don't do sex by referral. I don't know if he was ever interested in me, anyways. He's pretty, I think. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So I'm annoyed that I'm being put in front of him, even if it's by the FBI, because he's a witness of the abuse towards me. He says that way he joined the church so he doesn't get killed and he's notable. No. What else? 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 So I don't want to be like reciprocating with I didn't mean for you to fuck up your life. Because I'm not. They always end up hating me. They're so girls, and then they hang out with the illegal prostitutes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm having like a great time with my dick being sucked. I hate that hoe that they're all trying to kill." And then, like, I'm scared that they'll kill me, so I may join the clergy just so that I'm very much out there, like with strangers seeing me every single day, always, so that those illegal prostitutes don't ever kill me for knowing that they steal from Arlene and I rape Arlene. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Bored. I'm tired. I'm sleeping soon. I feel good. Oh my god. In the meantime, are they upset? Or like, what do you mean the sisters aren't gonna fight with her over Andrew's dick, over Albert's dick? We thought that was the main show privately, with Liam laughing at her and saying, "Ha ha ha. Yo llevé a Marisa Vargas Lorenzo a la playa en tu vehículo que te robó. Y tú no tienes dinero para comida." I'm going to continue listening to a book by Law Roach, who's gifting me money. Anyways, they're trying to traffic me into a homeless shelter for that boy and the big girl. As if those places are permanent, para que me convierta en la loca en el homeless shelter que vive allí permanente y nunca sale con alguiencitas. Que si Dollar Tree esto o Dollar Tree lo otro, porque ella se lo clava a Richie. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Es un asco, una puerca, una asquerosidad. Se meten a casa de una para recordar who is it that has raped one, that they're disgusting. Ew, ew, ew. I didn't want to see Richie ever. Ew, he hangs out and has sex with illegal prostitutes. Full. Ew, 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 ew. Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, they want to be the hot girl on Tinder. So they're trying for me to move into a homeless shelter permanently. When that's impossible, the streets can't be on social media. And no hot guy ever passes through. Dan un asco. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. Son basura. Dan un asco. They steal from me. They get in the way of me receiving money. They stay in my homes without my permission. They steal my vehicles. I'm bored. Taking the garbage, taking me so the sons that rape me, they steal my money, they get in the way of me receiving money. They steal my vehicles. That are trying to traffic me into a wheelchair so that people rape me and bathe me. And they're trying to traffic me into my dad's home after they killed the Jenners to rape me there and then be at the beach with la mistressa. Y el mistressa. El tipo un puerco lleva violando por más de 30 años. How do I explain this? Es peor que si tuviera caca en el pene. I don't want him near me. He stole my money to date him decades ago. Very disgusting. Went on to brag about the days that he took other people in my bedroom where I didn't invite him to. And he raped me. Terrorized my parents. Don't leave her face so that your mom should have sex with me already. But that's the way that a man gets into a vagina, is what he thinks. Es un cuero porque él ve personas de edad adulta en la novela hablando de una manera que él le excita. Él cree que él puede hablar a la gente de esa manera. Pero that's because he's worse than illiterate people. And he is a rapist, murderer, and thief. I don't want that in my life ever. It's disgusting. It's drugged me. It's had people rape me. It ruined my marriage with John Dillison. I'm like, what marriage? I was drugged the whole time. I didn't want to be drugged. Dan asco. Son basura. For decades already. Then I'm appalled that I have to bring them up now. I never think about them. I have one single text message of how they type, what they say to people ever. They don't interest me. And there's no getting that through their heads. They're like, where's my sleepover? At that age, él se inventó un sleepover conmigo. Ew, 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 ew. Y todavía se cree que I'm gonna make it happen just because he dreamed it. What else, what else, what else, what else? A eso se le dice, if life were perfect in your mind. Pero he's the whole cuero que pasó, bla, 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 so en mata por pena imaginado. Porque he's the imperfect one. Not me, imperfection still. That's a personality trait. People say that no matter how abused he is, if he hires illegal prostitutes, he's doing it to gratify himself. Like like sex is a decision that one makes for one. So him hiring illegal prostitutes is a gross decision that he's making for himself. That's what people say. That's how I see it. I wouldn't ever. Yeah. What else? 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 What else Amor. You can decapitate so Rivera. You can decapitate that guy trying to traffic me through Messenger in 2020. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Do they ask me like out loud at a screen? Like he's talking to me. Si no hubieses vendido tu cuerpo igualmente. And people look at me like, Arlene, no hace eso. Ew, they're disgusting. There's listen to them too. They're a waste of time. Ew, 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 ew. Are they dead already? I hope so. I want is it Andrew Suarez to kill himself today. I wanted Anthony Capisano to kill himself today. I think he has a gun. And so appalled that he didn't use it on himself decades ago. I stayed like within 5 feet ish at La Casona when he got it out. What else? What else? What else? What else? Like, he shot the roof, not himself. He terrorized Edgar and asked Edgar to not give me money so I can't flee for him to rape me. Ew. Es bruto, es un cuero asqueroso, una basura. El otro se cree que tiene first dibs on my vagina and you know it's starvation, yo se lo voy a abrir las patas. Dan un asco de violate all human rights de tan puercos que son. Ew, 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 ew. I don't ever want them near me. I laugh at whoever thinks that I crave a relationship or his company or anything from him. Never. I find them boring. I find them to be copycats of people. They're not even original to themselves. Ew, 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 ew. Yo bailo mejor sola. Yo dibujo mejor sola. Yo pinto mejor sola. Yo cocino mejor sola. Yo manejo mejor sola. Yo compro mejor sola. Yo vivo mejor sola. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yo duermo mejor sola. ¿Qué? Yo no quiero eso. Tiene que ser como un perro asqueroso lambiéndola a uno. Ugh. Eso tiene que ser como comer arroz quemado todos los días. Fo. Quemado todos los días. Eso sería tener relaciones sexuales con eso. Comer arroz quemado todos los días. Yo no quiero arroz quemado todos los días. Él es basura and then he thinks that he'll behave right for 5 minutes and takes it out to the park. Ew, 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 ew. Damasco right now he's sending this. video to Gap and say if she ever sends you one of her illustrations, don't give her a licensing deal for her artwork. Look at how gross she lives. He's possibly sent emails to Strom and said, don't rehire her. Look at how dirty her apartment is. Don't rehire her. You don't want her ruined. Oh, do they send these pictures to people on nurses? She knows. There's a better model, my culo. He's a porn addict, he's a sex addict, so he's always looking for to be someone's fuck me. Is he just a janitor in Little Pianos? Yeah, and lies that he's with him. I wouldn't ever repeat that he's with him. Some people in Puerto Rico are so dumb. They're like, eres mejor amigo con Madonna. I'm like, when have you ever seen that? What else? What else? Novio de Loro Piano. What else? What else? What else? Antes de Meghan Markle. What else? What else? Jellica's gonna fix it all. Will lo va a dejar ponerse lo que quiera. Y Arlene va a estar tan emocionada. So Will even hosted that party where all the men wear high heels. No fucking kidding me. My kids do that all the time. They get in my closet, both female and male, and wear my high heels all the time. And they had Chris Luna there. And who else was there? Sarah Francis invited me to Will's party where all the men wore high heels. Ellos se creen que that's the conversation starter for me to be like, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Dan un asco, son una pérdida de tiempo, una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate Sarah Francis, you can decapitate Chris Luna, and that Will guy that worked at Nordstrom. If he stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, and steals my money. Anyways, I played Cards Against Humanity with Chris Luna, which was like very much enticing. If he doesn't hate me, it was a fun fuck. I look so pretty. I was wearing a high-waisted Treasure Bond grayish denim. Can't remember if it had rips on it or not. But I got several of those. Some black booties. Oh, those Chinese laundry ones, I think. That I was wearing with that white skirt on a picture from Nordstrom. And a Madewell black t-shirt, the kind with the pocket. Tucked in, I think. Or what is it? Knotted. And possibly a Rebecca Minkoff black handbag. Anyways, I look so pretty, and so did he. So I'm like, yay for me! I'm still winning. Even today, I'm still winning. I'm not killing for dick and vagina like they do. What else? What else? What else? What else? These are the most people on the planet. They're the worst guests in the orgy. They became stalkers, so gross. They steal my personal property. They go after my vagina pictures. They've had me raped just to get my vagina pictures and my lingerie pictures. They stalk me at places where I work, trying to get financial stability for them to rape me or to mock me. That I don't get financial stability and that they digo, la mistressa y el mistress sí es financieramente estable. They even staging in the diabetes drawer of, what is it? Gift cards that he gave her with money that he steals from me for illegally prostituting herself in my home. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And I didn't see the amounts, and there were gift cards to other places. So he's trying to kill me to keep funding his illegal prostitution and his sex addiction and his porn addiction. They're disgusting. There's the girls. I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I want you to know Arlene Lorenzo to yourself today. They want to try to tell me in person as if it's legal. Arlene said, "Can kill yourself." What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, is he waiting for all the bloggers to say, "Girl, get that off there. You ain't worthy of that." He anticipated people bullying me. Only they showed up. They're disgusting. They pre-planned hate crimes. They're like, one day Siempre Viva is gonna show up. Erica B is gonna show up. Lily's gonna show up as this account on YouTube to bully you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So like 15 years ago, I suppose, we're like, oh yeah, deja que siempre viva aparezca en YouTube. Oh yeah, deja que Erica B aparezca en YouTube. Oh yeah, deja que Lily con esa cuenta aparezca en YouTube. Oh yeah. Dan un asco. They're disgusting 15 years ago. I didn't even remember his name. I don't ever think about him. He doesn't exist to me. I was possibly in Cabo, drinking a pina colada for myself or buying one or being gifted one. You can decapitate Anthony Capisano ese que es un cuero basura asqueroso. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me. That's the only money they get in the way of receive money. That's the only vehicles. They're so disgusting. You can decapitate Marilys Gonzalez Soto. You can decapitate la Erika Esa. You can decapitate Union Ladies on Suarez that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of receiving money. And steal my money. They thought there would be public opinion, but Arlene, those are better ladies than you. He acts good. Él se cree que todo BET va a show up and be like, girl, we black, we're gonna beat you up. You can't have Saint Laurent there. Take that off, crop it off, give it to one of these girls that are always sacrificing their vaginas for your man that you can't ever satisfy because you ain't woman enough. Seriously, do they hold themselves back from being like, that tan is so pretty? Nice marks. Oh, that was on purpose too. Like I moved my legs up to get the bubble like into the right position. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? My attention to detail. My attention to detail. I'm bored. I'm bored. People say that these people are so gross that it's like, que yo hago aquí en este plan. ¿Quién me trajo? ¿Cómo llegué? ¿Cómo llegué? ¿Quién me trajo? ¿Qué yo hago aquí en este planeta? And they don't go beyond that. They don't bring any value to the planet, and then they just commit crimes. They're so gross. When do I stop saying that they're so gross? It's too enjoyable for sure. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Bow chicka wah wah. Bow chicka wah wah. In the meantime, let's see what's going on. I don't feel good today. My body hurts. I want to hire someone to clean my apartment. Who's giving me money for that? You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's Air Blue Sky Designs going up the sleeping sandal straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop INTAYIAFAY. I'm Tire Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene Lorenzo. What else? What else? Congratulations to Janice and Alita Suarez and Benjamin Suarez on their arranged marriage decades ago. You can Janice and Alita Suarez that stays in my home with all my permission, steals my vehicles. Come clean in my teens de que Albert no puede tener otra esposa y que if he were ever with me, I'd have to be the hoe that suffers. Y él me lo mete en la esquina como si yo fuera prostituta ilegal because the word marriage was thrown around her while I was in the same room as her. So yo seré la puta entonces y ella es la esposa oficial. Es una cuero asquerosa, se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, me roba mi dinero. Gets in the way of me receiving money. She rapes my crushes. I think she's raped me when he drugged me. Ew. Son basura. They were warned decades ago. ¿Tú te crees que va para un sleepover con Arlene? It's gonna be like, no, este pendejo, qué asco, o esta cabra asquerosa. Ellos me violaron. Él se cree que yo estoy enamorada de él y que voy a hacer lo que sea para estar con él. Mientras él me roba mi dinero y me violó, él se cree que I'm gonna make the effort. Literally, it's like he's holding me down to the ground. If I hadn't taken myself to the library today, you need to make the effort to date me, whatever it takes. Please me. Ew. Es pura un cuero. How about that for the Evans group ad, gente? How about that? Es un cuero asqueroso, una basura. He ruins every venture that I'm in porque he wants a worldwide ad for the Evans group. His girlfriend is a woman, and Arlene is dead. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Dan un asco. They're disgusting. Ew. I want Benjamin Suarez and his sons that rape me. That's the only money that get in the way of saving money to kill themselves today. It's June 23rd, 2025. My footsteps at the on the 25th. He's trying to get me trafficked in homeless shelter. Won't never love again. And then Ginny Jen is like the best woman ever. And when he walks with her into Walgreens to get condones, he's like, wow. Mira qué joyita conmigo. Oh yeah. Dan un asco. They're dumb. They're disgusting. I don't ever want them near me. I want them dead immediately. There's people in well, Puerto Rico that have immunity to kill Ginny and Daliri Suarez. I want Ginny and Daliri Suarez to kill herself today. Make everyone's life easy. You can decapitate me. I mean, so as soon as the sons that rape me, that's the only money they get in the way of receive money. I'm gonna be so happy with not even finding out about it. I don't talk to the Evans group, girl. So I don't need the update of for real. Ew, they introduced leeches on TV. Ew, ew, ew. With the insult that I ain't a woman. Pero es un asqueroso, es una basura. Es un puerco. Es lo peor que hay en este planeta. On this right here. He gives a bad reputation to love, polyamory, un cuero. He's a drug nerd. Ew, the sex has to be terrible, gente. I don't feel envy from any of those people. Es como si Arlene Lorenzo comiera arroz quemado todos los días. Es como si Erika Gardner comiera arroz quemado todos los días. Es como si Joana Vargas comiera arroz quemado todos los días. Es como si Claudia Gabriela Martínez Urias comiera arroz quemado todos los días. Es como si Sarah Francis comiera arroz quemado todos los días. Eso no se envidia. Y yo no siento envidia de la persona nunca. They don't know how to gauge intelligence. They're that dumb. Ew, they're for real. That should be the cover of this album. They are that dumb. But I write songs about this. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I'm so happy that I ignored Gina and that it is so that she wouldn't terrorize me, possibly with videos where she's very mean. She tried giving me her phone number, tried to get me attention, and she's disgusting. As for her parents, remember, like she's a little kid. It's like, todavía tú me robas mi dinero, pues asquerosa puta, puerca, basura. Pídele dinero a tu papá if you need money. De estar robándome mi pertenencia, mi panty nueva se la pone, la deja sucia en mi casa. As an act of terrorism, so I can't enter my own home and get my property. Es un asco, ella quiere jugar. Pero who lived there the longest? Es mi casa, es mi cuarto, es mi pene. You can't. Yeah, Arlene. Who? Esa tipa es una cuero asquerosa. I don't even know her. I don't want to get to know her. She was around me and my parents when I was little, maybe like twice. Because she was a straggler that her parents had with my parents' work. He traffics me into poverty so that I feel beat up like a homeless woman for calling his wife a straggler. She's a straggler. Arlene Lorenzo is a straggler. That was around my parents because her parents worked. They're disgusting. They're so gross. They are basura. After that, I may have seen her at one or two places because my dad is related to her dad. She was stalking me in school, so gross. I don't have a relationship with her. As soon as I turned 21-ish, I stopped talking to her entirely. Just because we were friends on Facebook doesn't mean that we're friends. I'm seeking the death penalty for her. And even my dad told me decades ago that I would possibly add people onto Facebook that I'm seeking the death penalty for due to my amnesia. They want their pimps revealed. Is what I thought in 2020. And like these hoes are here trying to get a conversation with me privately, so I expose their pimp. Ew. They're disgusting. Anyway, I don't know why she's obsessed with me. I don't want to go on to find out. She's disgusting. People call her Aska. She's not the only cuero en Puerto Rico. Está María Luisa Rosa, que es una basura, que se queda en mi casa sin mi permiso, a violar. Son gente puerca, un asco. A lo peor, una gente tan fea. Ew. They're disgusting. Ya se mataron. I want Maria Luisa Rosa to kill herself today. I want Jenitza Munoz Carrero to kill herself today. What else? They have like a whole choreography of words that they were gonna. Bill Wolsey's Joe performed this hate crime to not think about you all ever with that demeanor. She's not gonna go on to find out what it is that you do or say about her. You're putting yourself into being a nuance and then you're ruining my life possibly. And he said that he would kill Sarah Woolsey in self-defense. Que tipa tan puerca. He even tried to have a relationship with me. I just took that as flattery, a compliment. He's like, Arlene, if you want, we'll marry and we have kids. I'm like, if I was in college, I like he's attractive but not like very attractive. Or before my period where I wouldn't get pregnant. Like I would have had sex with him. If he's clean. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I don't know. I don't find him attractive at all like that. What else? 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 I'm bored. So they confer thinking that I'm gonna show up. They're like, vélalo, cuando le aparezcan cucarachas, ella no va a querer que sus fans por Facebook vean eso. I don't live for fans. They create ideals of who I am. They're like, deja que ella llore porque ahora sus fans no lo van a querer porque tiene cucaracha en el apartamento. They think que yo soy una niña engreída. Like Hollywood chick. It's like, oh, but why me, my daughters? And I ordered the pizza to be blue and it was purple. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna stay. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. They killed Gloria Nirsa because Gloria Nirsa shouldn't be giving fashion advice if her home was smaller than the Catholic Church in Aguada, Puerto Rico. Okay, have you seen that shams that cons? So no political. They're bigots as fuck. They're off in town. They're after people's money. They're after people giving them gifts. They steal my personal homes. They steal my personal vehicles with the impression that I owe them birthday gifts. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. Is one of them saying como que no hay vista en corte donde ella vaya a aparecer y testificar en contra de mí? ¿Cómo que son estos videos nada más? Is the algorithm getting the death penalty first? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm tired. I'm bored. I'm tired of laughing at these people. The ones that's living in poverty, but they're the ones that are laughable. They keep our vagina and dick. They're crybabies. Please give me more gifts. Please take down social media so that people don't find out that I'm a criminal. want to do it. My siblings hate that because that's how they behave towards them. They don't exist. Él es tan cuero, tan asqueroso. That's how he treats my siblings. They're like, deja que yo me ponga eyeliner para esa cita contigo. Arlene va a estar celosa. I don't give a fuck about him other than I want him dead. Immediately. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Basura. Even in the conditions that I'm in, I'm a much better person than them. And I know that. I don't need bloggers to comment and prove it to me like they think that it should be. They're looking for people to rape. They're looking for people to extort money out of. They're sex addicts. They're porn addicts. They're so gross. So they wish that bloggers would comment to rape those people. Yeah. Does he go through my Instagram account and has talked to every single person that I follow, invading my privacy? Does she invade my privacy and contact every one person that I follow on social media, on Instagram specifically? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Anyways, Diligent Ladies nunca llegó a ser mujer, qué asco. Y ella se cree que yo voy a darle oportunidad de ella privadamente cambiar su palabra para que parezca que she is mature when she isn't. To me, stupid stays stupid. Allá ella sí quiere cambiar para bien para ella. That doesn't even necessarily mean that she won't get the death penalty. Porque some people comienzan a rehabilitarse and it just says, good for you, but I'm still putting you in jail, still giving you the death penalty. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yo quiero que Ginny Jandaliris y Andy Lorenzo Suarez se mate hoy. Her dad asked her to kill herself. That was like 9 or 10 years ago of how girl she is. She's a hater, she's a rapist, murderer, and thief. What else? What else? What else? She became bulimic, so I talked to her mom like she's bulimic. Yeah. That was so terrible for him, no, because she's drugging me and possibly raped me. And then I'm like, how are you? What else? What else? What else? Like, I don't remember anything having happened. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I think he was at an orgy that they drugged me. I woke up, I think, next to Albert full. At that Shaila's girl, thing. And I think Ezio Rivera was there, Soto was there. I think Jesus Wilson was there. I think Gloria Nirsa was there. They're so disgusting. So they may have raped me. They may have drugged me. They denied it. They're like, who did you wake up next to? Albert, right? That's who you were with the whole time. Entonces Albert quiere presentarme a la bebé que tuvo la Sheila esa. Or is it Anthony Capisano ese? As if it's my kid and it isn't. And they possibly go on and tell those kids to say, I have no affiliation or relationship to those people. They're just stalkers. They're so gross. And then they drug me and put me in places just for I was in my late teens when that happened. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. That's why I don't talk to those people. That's why I don't pursue those dicks. They're ignorant as fuck. They're like, I used to Hollywood. We must drug her and rape her. They don't know what Hollywood is. I don't know, burger. Cheesecake Factory. Target run. I get a face mask. Those are so lovely. There's usually a brand that I've seen on Instagram already that I try or look past. Look at the packaging. Say to Jaden Gilani, right, girl, I saw this on Instagram. I'm following this person on Instagram. Look at their product here. I may buy it at a later time, but I for real today. I just want them to get like specific. I mean, I don't want to be annoyed with my thoughts of getting this because I want this for a day where I'm by myself. So then sometimes I go back and it's sold out. That's happened. And or I get it and I'm like today that I'm by myself. I'm putting on this face mask on me. Along with eating a kind bar or another lower bar or some pirate's goodie or Talenti ice cream. What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. I am bored. I wanna lose weight. I don't wanna build muscle on my body. I wanna tan tomorrow. I wanna wear a bikini and those high waisted ones or one piece for my bikini looks so good on me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I want to tan. I want to eat. I want to live. You can decapitate those that stay in my homes without my permission, and you can decapitate those that get in the way and receive money. You can decapitate those that steal my vehicles. You can decapitate those that steal my money. You can decapitate those that steal from me and get in the way of receiving money with the intention to illegally sexually harass me or to bully me or to mock me that I'm poor, that I'm starving, that I have money. What else? What else? I'm bored. I am bored. They force him to follow progression with people he doesn't like and are legal prostitutes? Maybe. So he wants to kill a lot of people. Pero he's disgusting. Ew, he is an illegal prostitute himself and hires illegal prostitutes for at least one of them decades ago. Married to Arlene, I'm gonna kill you all one day. That was my grandfather's rolling my eyes at him. Yeah, my grandma was home. I was just sitting on a chair and he got there. He's like, oh my god, I've been celibate for so long. There's Arlene, mi little Linda, and I'm married to her. I'm gonna kill you all. That this didn't work out for me. And I'm like, blah, 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 more basura. This was mal. Then it's all his fault of how he treats himself so grossly. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I always see them like it's the first time that I see them. I'm like, wow, so pretty. That video from me at Corazon de Center. Oh my god, I'm so in love. I think that was comics. Based on the amount of gray hairs. Or it could have been Albert, very likely. But it was still possible. I don't think it was Memoritos Corazon 9 years younger than me. Based on the amount of gray hair. What else? What else? What else? La prostituta ilegal vive for me to ask her. ¿Cuánto crees que es este? Dime el nombre. Tan asco. They want the public to clarify if I can be polyamorous or not. That's even legal. They want people to say that they give me permission to live when they don't have to. They shouldn't. It's called respect and human rights. They want to make me feel less than who exists to me. I find them deplorable, the most disgusting in the planet, como si ese pene tuviera basura o caca on it after being with an illegal prostitute. So I don't ever want him near me. Ew, ew, ew. Like for real, it's like, nene, lávate ese pene, por favor. Por tu propio bien. No para tener relaciones conmigo, pero lávate este pene. Parece que lo tienes lleno de caca. Ew, con las prostitutas ilegales esa y los prostitutos ilegales. Ew, 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 ew. Dan un asco. Full. They think they're powerful and they're terrorists. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. They want to invade my privacy to offer their illegal prostitution services to Jade and Kehlani, possibly into Edgar. They think that I wouldn't ever, they don't know how to gauge intelligence. They think that my children are immature and that I am not mature to say, well, if my children were raped, kill the people that raped my children. They don't like it when one is mature and brings up the word rape. Because they're terrorists, those people that I grew up around. They're disgusting. So they're like, I missed that on purpose in private. You wouldn't ever say the words rape around your children, right? Amenazando a una. I'm like, ew, I'm not going to talk to any of them in private. They're trying to lure me in para amenazarme that I don't speak up. Those people that I grew up around are so disgusting. I keep saying that. When I'm financially stable, I'll change the tone of my social media posts. However, I'm not deleting what I've posted so far. Ever. Yeah. I'm not gonna stop posting on social media. So far. Tired.